Hello everyone. So recently the stock market and crypto has been doing really poorly, and everyone's all freaking out. Everyone's posting videos about like should they sell their coins or should they sell the stock. Is like what's going on? There's a lot of chaos going on, right? So the question then becomes like, should you sell your coins? Uh, the actual answer is it depends. But if you have to ask this question while the market is going down, while the market is doing negative 50%, then you're doing something wrong, most likely. You should be asking that question when something is super high. So at this moment in time, my thought process is, at what point should I buy the coins? Not the other way around, right? You notice how like if everyone's all freaking out, trying to get out, the first thought process is, it should be, at what price and what coin should I buy? So that way you get the coins at the best prices, right? Ultimately, it really does depend on which coin you're in, because if you're in something that's very high up and it's still falling down, then it still has a lot more room to go down. Versus like if something's already at the bottom, right? Then the likelihood of it going up is much higher. So it really depends on which coin you're in. But just to give a brief overview of what I think the market is going to do, hopefully that will give you a sense of what to expect. So recently, Bitcoin has done a negative 52% drop, which is a lot. You got to keep in mind that negative 50% drop is a lot. So I do think that we're very close to the bottom if we're not already at the bottom. Like I mentioned in my previous couple of videos, I do think that the bottom for Bitcoin is either right here, where we're bouncing off of, or down at 27,000. So 27,700. So let me just go and show it to you. If I put on the logarithmic curve, as I mentioned, I do think that the absolute bottom that we could possibly go down to is 27,700. I don't expect us to go any lower than this. If you look back in the past, the green zone has held out pretty well, with the exception of March 2020. So if you look back in sort of like since the inception of Bitcoin, the green zone has held out pretty well, and I do expect this moment in time it's going to hold. And the thing is though, if we do go down to 27,000, it's sort of like watching people who are super scared out, right? Because it's going lower than what people expected. It's like most people don't expect it to go lower than this previous low, and to see that happen would just prompt a lot of liquidity into the market, and I do expect that this would be the final push. The other point is where it is right now, because everyone is expecting 30,000, right? So everyone is expecting to buy Bitcoin at 30,000, and having it bounce from here is a massive juice for people waiting out here. It's like, I'm gonna buy it when it's at this bottom. So I do see that most likely it's one of these two zones that are likely to play out, and it looks like either we are gonna go up from here, from this point forward, or we're just taking a little bit pause and then retesting and then going down lower here. So we'll see what the market decides, but ultimately I do think that it's something like this. If we do go down from here to 27,700, then we do have an additional negative 25% drop from where it's at currently. So just keep that in mind with whatever coin you're in. Just do a negative 25%, at least a negative 25% drop from whichever coin you're in, and you should get a sense of like, hey, this is what can happen to whatever the coin you're holding in. So if you're able to stomach that and you're able to hold through that, then I would say just hold through it. But then you just got to make the decision for your own investment. It's just if you're comfortable doing that, and don't be surprised if we actually bounce from here also. So that's why asking that question, should I sell my coins, especially right here, right now, is not the best of ideas. You should be asking that when you're right here, or when you're right here, right? For Bitcoin, it's like hey, Bitcoin is moving. It's like starting to make new highs. Just should I be getting out? So the same logic applies in reverse. It's like Bitcoin is dropping. Your first thought is, should I be buying the coins?